But I really like the circular view just to illustrate like how different these bugs can look, or these insects, and why they're kind of cool. We're going to jump into a little bit on their life cycle and why they're terrifying before we kind of get into some of the assassin bug tactics, and then we'll pivot back into a little bit of the disease state as well of why they're, and yeah, that's the flying. The flying is a little, the camera isn't fast enough to capture it. I tried to see if Adrian Smith has any, but I couldn't find any readily. But here it's going to take off. Why do they want to hurt? Well, they don't want to hurt you, NMD. They just want to drink your blood. Which may or may not make it better, right? Probably doesn't make it any better, I don't think. To be totally honest. But let's begin with what exactly assassin bugs are in terms of life cycle and why they're really bad. Because you just gotta, we gotta be safe, and especially if there's, we know mosquitoes are disease vectors, and we know there's other disease vectors, but the assassin bug or a kissing bug being a disease vector isn't as readily talked about, and so I feel like there's actually a fair number of tropical diseases that are underreported or talked about. And so it would be a great place to kind of just chat about and make us more aware about that as well, in this instance being a vector. Actually, no, Theo, I do have a video. I have a video of one of these kissing bugs taking on a bat. The bat does not get hurt. It just takes a little drink of a vampire bat's blood and then moves on. But the bat's fully aware and it's trying to make it go away, and then it doesn't, and it drinks the blood and then zips off. It's remarkable to see this insect take on a bat. Between, there's no difference, kissing zebra. They're actually synonyms. So it's a misused name. So assassin bug is probably like the broader term. So there's 7,000 species of assassin bug, and then kissing bug is the colloquial for the particular ones that carry the Chagas disease, because when the little mark that it looks like on your skin after you've been bit looks like a little bit like a kiss. Now then, back to the assassin bug. The assassin bug, the scary assassin bug that's extremely deadly to humans. Let's kick it off with just kind of a global picture of what exactly the deal is with these insects. Laden with toppings. I mean, you have to have the toppings with cheese, right, Alf? It's got to be like, but it's got to be melted enough cheese where it just pulls. It's true this fact that you're breathtaking? That's very, very true, Dirty Smith. How you doing today, my friend? Cheese for days. Oh my God, yes. We need all the cheese for days.
Dr. Sheba May Mandy is a warrior on the front lines against an insidious disease, one you've probably never heard of. It makes Swiss cheese of its victims' hearts and other organs and kills them, slowly.
Has UCLA given her any idea of when a heart may be available to her?
And Maria de Martinez is one of hundreds of patients she's...
Speaking of cheese, right? So it's not the insect itself that causes the cheese heart to form, but rather the trypanosomes that they carry.
It's fighting for.
Reno! Hi, Reno. Reno comes in when we see cheese. Reno's here, Mana's here, Claire's here, all the breathtaking party people are here. Look at that. Chat, a lot of us hang out in Mana's stream as well, so it's like Reno and Sam and Claire and I, we're just like, hi, Mana! And Mana's like, hey guys, how's it going? Like, hi! Mana's like, alright. He's cool it a little bit. And we're like, hi! And he's like, alright. Hi back to you guys. Mana, we'll get you one day.
Not yet, because they're working on the antibodies.
Maria needs a new heart because hers is ravaged by the Chagas parasite, carried by what is ironically called the kissing bug, this prehistoric-looking creature. It bites near the lips or eyes at night when a victim is sleeping. The bug that can inflict the kiss of death leaves its feces in the wound.
Poops in the wound, chat. That's pretty gnarly. Trypanosome cruzi, the etiological factor of the Chagas disease. Yes, Nor. It is terrifying. And we will get you, Mana. We will absolutely get you. So again, the kissing bug, part of it too is the wound looks like a kiss, but it also gets you at the lips and eyes, as they said. And the poop is actually pretty standard for transmission. Indeed, Hugh. Indeed, it's standard for transmission of trypanosome. So even in fruit flies, if you infect fruit flies with trypanosomes,
Curious and curious.
then they will actually, like, the next generation, or if you just let a fruit flies then poop into a vial and you take those flies out and you put in new flies, they'll be like, they'll eat the poop basically, and they'll also get trypanosome. So it's not just transmitted to humans in that direction, but it's also transmitted to other insects and animals as well, if that makes sense.
But a victim, like Maria, may not even realize her blood has been infected until her organs are eaten away. It's one of many so-called assassin bugs, vector insects that can carry deadly diseases.
It looks like a flattened beetle.
And because just here are some about the different appearances. Some of these, like this one down here, looks a little bit more like what Tiffany sent us versus this one that was the primary one that we were saying. Yeah, they don't know about sewage treatment, Mana. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, my friend. It's frustrating.
That can carry deadly diseases.
If you had to spell streamer the way... Oh, I think probably no A. Right? Streamer! Maybe just like extra E's. All these look familiar, Hugh? Be safe, Hugh.
It looks like a flattened beetle, right? With a cone head. Or a cone nose.
Kissing bugs are found all over the world, but rural, poverty-stricken areas of Central and South America provide a perfect environment for them. They hide in sun-baked adobe walls and thatched roofs. In the US, people in South and Southwestern states can also encounter them in wooded parks, deserts, and near nature trails.
They're in your garden, Hugh? Oh. So they're also in the Americas, Claire. They're, like, very rampant in California, in fact, of all places. But it's also, Hugh, I believe, is in South Africa. So Hugh also sees these on a regular basis. There's actually a whole journal, Adobe Walls. There's a whole journal called, like, Neglected Tropical Diseases, where those kinds of publications go. And, like, Chagas has also ended up there because it's just not, unfortunately, talked about enough.
It's usually the people that are very outdoorsy. They're the hikers, the campers.
It's fine.
People who are in the element or live in areas with high vegetation.
So these are around Southern California.
These are in California. The lurk before I pump myself. Mana, I love your face, Mana. You're breathtaking, Mana. Good, I don't go outside. Yeah, Smikes, you'll be fine. In Chi-Town, I think you're all good. Not my California. Oh, yeah, Claire. These are in your California, ma'am.
We really could encounter these.
Absolutely. They did a study of the raccoons in Griffith Park where they drew samples and tested for...
Oh, NorCal? But there's other species up there as well, Claire. So, let's go, NMD. Let's go. There we go. There's Mana saying hi. See, Mana, I told you we'd get you. Told you we'd get you, Mana. Mana, chat. Such a legendary gentleman.
For the cruisy, for the parasite.
Yeah, step by step, NMD. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. We're here for you.
And 40% of the raccoons in Griffith Park carried the parasite. So if the bug bites and feeds on a parasite, on a raccoon, they can acquire the parasite, and then the next animal, be that human or raccoon or deer or whatever, can get Chagas. For the Chagas patients, when they come?
And that's where cardiologist Dr. Maymandi and her team come in. Her Chagas clinic at Olive View, UCLA in Sylmar is the only one in the country designated by the Centers for Disease Control as a center of excellence for the disease. For years, she's been sounding an alarm on this silent killer, whose effects take years to emerge.
The parasite invades the body, replicates, duplicates, triplicates, and then attacks different tissues in the body, predominantly the heart, the gut, and the brain. And over the course of decades,
We do need a mana she mode, because the mana goes sheesh, sheesh. Not all species, Hugh. There's 7,000 different species of kissing bug, or assassin bug. Some of them are very host specialized. The ones here that are really a big deal are the ones that are a little bit more of a generalist, meaning that they will infect and suck blood from a wider range of hosts, and so that's why it's a big deal. Like if they get an infected raccoon and then they suck your blood and they do their business, then they're more likely to transmit it to you. So it just depends on their range. So the one that we saw at the beginning that was mimicking a bee, that one won't sting you because it specializes on bees, but it's the generalist feeders that are the bigger issues.
Devastates the cells and kills off the cells.
So this is an abnormal heart.
Yeah, this is an abnormal heart, and this is kind of a classic finding for Chagas on ultrasound of the heart. What happens initially before the whole thing dilates out is that you have an out-pocketing of the wall of the ventricle.
Meaning that should be closed, sealed.
This should be sealed.
They're closer to wasps than anything, Claire. One species of flamethrower is next. I mean, Dirty Smith. Absolutely. They're very close. They're in the same order of hymenopterans, so like as wasps. Claire's like, yeah, of course they are. Well, because their like body plan is very waspy on that front too. Everything is wasp. I know, Claire. I'm sorry. Everything is waspy.